and the fact that you have paid 3% of maybe 100,000 is about, it's not the same thing as
3,000 naira.
So it's a different thing. Those are the area of conflict. Then at times, we talk about those things that are not insurable. What am I supposed to know? In a comprehensive insurance policy, there's something they call excess policy clause. There are something they, for example, insurance, motor vehicle insurance does not cover, maybe you insured and there's riot and your car got damaged. Ideally, it does not cover it. So if you want your policy to cover riot, there's something they call policy extension. It is stated in that policy. So if you want to take policy extension, it means you have to pay additional premium so that it become all risk, whatever form that policy comes off, then you are covered. So when you insure, you don't do policy extension and your car got damaged during riot and you want to claim, insurance company said no. It becomes a conflict.
Okay.
But ab initio, you don't understand.
Okay, we'll take a short break. But before we go, I want to ask, you've talked about a riot, which is man-made. How about natural occurrence? Say, for instance, a consumer parks his car under a tree and there's a storm and you find a branch has fallen in and broken something. Can he get compensation?
Yeah, you get compensated. It's like the same thing. Maybe along there is rainfall and maybe rainfall.
So those are stated in the policy.
No, that's why it's comprehensive most time. And that's why I said extension has a lot of, insurance has a lot of extension. Even the excess policy I told you, there are those that are basic or standard, and there are some that equally go beyond that basic standard. And the policy excess I have not even explained. What it means is that when you insure and you have a claim to get from insurance company, if your claim is 100,000, you're supposed to pay excess policy clause to the insurance company. And ideally, the standard practice is 10% of the value of the loss. So if your loss is 1 million naira, insurance company is going to give you 900,000. You as an insurance supposed to bear 10% excess policy, and that is what we call, it takes us to another principle we call insurable interest. What it means is that when you insure your asset, you must have interest in that asset. Otherwise, you can insure your car because insurance company will pay. You can go and dump it elsewhere and walk away hoping that the insurance company will pay. Or you can deliberately decide to run your car into an oncoming trailer because you know that you have insured, insurance company will pay. Those are some of the issues that you need to look at when you are taking insurance, and that means you yourself, you must have an insurable interest in what you are insuring, and that is why the issue of excess policy of 10% comes in.
We'll take a short break right now. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll look at the Nigerian attitude to insurance. Don't go away. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are discussing insurance in Nigeria. But you can catch up by following us on Twitter, our Facebook handle, and our website. Welcome back to the program, sir.
Thank you.
So before we went on a break, you made quite an elaborate explanation on insurance, and you talked about having an insurable interest. So the question I want to follow up from there is, these contributions consumers make to the insurance company, is it monthly or is it a one-off payment? Because you see people, I have seen people who walk into offices and they're telling you, you can undertake this policy, we'll be getting certain amount from you monthly and all of that. Is that okay?
Since we are discussing general insurance now, we won't be talking about life insurance. Those life insurance policies that come monthly, quarterly, or whatever. But for a general insurance, burglary, fire, vehicle, you're supposed to pay your premium once. And that is why, prior to this time, a lot of people used to do insurance without payment. Okay. So when they have claim, become an issue. We have not paid for this policy. But Natural Insurance Commission of Nigeria has made it mandatory that no premium, no policy. Okay. So if I insure my car for 200,000, I'm expected to pay 200,000 now as soon as that policy document comes out. Otherwise, there's no insurance.
And so if I pay that 200,000 naira, yes, it runs for the course of how many years?
Insurance is 1 year.
So the next year I'm going to pay another 200.
You do another premium. And there's something they call non-accident claim. So if you do 200,000 this year and throughout the year you don't get any claim, you have the right to ask for a reduction in your next premium. There's something they call fleet insurance too. Thank God government is talking about fleet insurance. When you are insuring 10 vehicles at a time, it's not the same thing you are insuring one. So if I'm doing 10, I'm supposed to get a fleet discount.
Okay.
So government is looking at that direction, and I think it's good for government to get discount for some of these insurance they do with insurance companies.
Okay, you say you don't see a lot of Nigerians undertaking insurance policy. As a matter of fact, when we went on a short break, I took a quick poll, and I don't think 5% of the people in the room have any insurance. Yeah. Why is that? Is there something Nigerians are weary about, in the sense that you hear of stories where people do not get benefits for one reason or the other? Don't you think that that's why Nigerians are weary about taking insurance?
Two things. One, ignorance. Two, the insurance company themselves, prior to this time, they are not doing well in terms of public enlightenment program. I could remember Yoruba people used to say, when you hear insurance, they say only. They are thieves. They believe they come and take from you, they never give you back. But it is not true. It is not true. When you insure your vehicle or item properly, you don't patronize tout. They are tout in the industry. Somebody can walk to you, call himself insurance company, you do policy for you, fake policy, fake driver license. But when you do a genuine policy, you get claims. So people get scared because if they insure, they will not get claims from insurance. But it is not true. When you pass through the insurance, pass through the proper channel to do the insurance for your asset, when the event insurance cost against occur, definitely you get compensated.
Okay, how do I know an insurance company that is genuine? What is there anything? I think the regulator is NDIC.
No, National Insurance Commission of Nigeria.
Commission of NICOM.
Yes,
okay. Do they like have a?
They have a website. If you want to do insurance with anybody, you can Google their site and see which of them. Although there are two things: the insurance company themselves and the registered insurance broker, who are the link between the insurance company and the consumer. You can choose to go directly to insurance company to take your insurance, and you can choose to go through the broker, whichever way, but not touts.
Okay.
The insurance broker themselves, they have National Association of Registered Insurance Broker, a government parasector agency. Okay. You can equally find out whether a broker is genuine or not. Okay.
As a follow-up, is it right for consumers to go to the vehicle inspection offices for their car insurance? Because if you go to their offices, you see young ladies milling around waving certificates for cars. Is that okay?
With due regard to other road safety or VIO, for me, they are touts in the industry. And if you want to take insurance, as I said, most those insurance is 1,500. At times they take 2,500 from you, and they say they want to give you third party. It's not true. A genuine third party motor vehicle insurance is 5,000 naira. In fact, in most cases, insurance companies don't issue, they just give you a scratch card. For that 5,000, you scratch it, put the policy on your laptop or computer, you print out your policy document yourself without any intermediary. Those are the genuine ones.
You talked about indemnity.
Yeah.
Can you break it down for the layman?
Yeah, indemnity is a principle of insurance. It is a process whereby the insured is being restored back to its original position before the event insured occurs against occurred. What is simple? Let me break it down. I insure my Peugeot 504 and I'm driving it. That is the original position. If that Peugeot got stolen or got burnt, I will be trekking. It's another position. When I now approach my insurance for a compensation, my insurance company has to indemnify me with another Peugeot car to restore me back to the original position, to the status quo. That means I have been indemnified. Okay. That is just the meaning of indemnity. So
are there instances of people that are not indemnified after they've suffered losses?
That's what I said. It depends. That's what I'm telling you. If you have gone to take unauthorized insurance paper, maybe a dash insurance company read SYZ. SYZ is a genuine insurance company, but you have gone to patronize out. So when you get when there are an issue or you want to approach SYZ, you can't get claim. And for example, if you have insured for auto silver and you are expected to get claim for auto premium, it won't work that way. But if you have insured genuinely, I can assure you, insurance company will pay you, provided you have paid your premium. Because, or maybe, most times they will tell you that you can pay the premium 2 times. for me, what National Insurance Commission of Nigeria